Hi everybody, my name is Sam, I love football. This channel is my small hobby and my favorite team is Liverpool, and I make small video talks about interesting news, discussing it with you guys. So I'd like to congratulate Jurgen Klopp. On this week he named best FIFA men's coach for 2019. Let's talk about the information that Real Madrid is interested in Jurgen Klopp. They want to assign him as a coach. He is definitely an interesting person for many top football clubs in the world, and we all hear a lot of information about Real Madrid interest to assign Jurgen Klopp, and they are really interested a lot in him. A lot of news online. I'm reading news right now, and all this information has some real reinforcements due not to very confident play of Real Madrid at the beginning of the season with Zinedine Zidane. And I follow Zidane since he became a player of Juventus. I watched his game in Juve, in Real Madrid and Team of France, his national team. I remember that he was a brilliant player and one of the best players in the football history. Interestingly, that his career as a club coach has one similar lucky fact with his career in national team as a football player. And I liked him as a football player a lot. He was really brilliant player, but besides his huge talent, he was very lucky to become a coach of the club that had so many players at the best points of their careers, and he was also very lucky to be in that generation of France. And do you guys remember that amazing generation of France? Those names: Fabien Barthez, Lilian Thuram, Marcel Desailly, Laurent Blanc, Bixent Mazirazu, Patrick Vieira, Robert Pires, Thierry Henry, David Trezeguet. All of those players were big stars of their clubs, and that French team didn't have any weak positions at all. They played brilliant football, and they had a very strong squad. Zidane became champion of the world in one of the best teams ever. So it doesn't mean that his contribution in that win was the main, as it was a victory of 11 teammates plus those players on the bench. So I want to say that football is a team game and it does not depend on only one player. And this is why I do not agree with those who say that Zidane made a key contribution as a coach to get that 3 consecutive wins in Champions League. He has great authority in Real, and his presence as a coach was good motivation for players. But his contribution in Champions League victory with Real Madrid was not crucial, was not the main in my opinion. I know these are 3 Champions Leagues, he was a coach of that team, manager of that team, but he got that team as a coach already and he didn't create that squad. All those key players such as Ronaldo, Ramos, Marcelo, Modric, Kroos were there in Real Madrid when Zidane had become a coach of the club, and they won Champions League before with this squad, before Zidane had become a coach. So Zinedine Zidane didn't create that team. He had a very strong squad with great connections and understanding with each other. Also, all of those key players were on top of their careers, and he got one of the best players in the world. I'd say undoubtedly one of the best players in the world at that moment, one of those 2 players that compete with each other all the time, key players of that team were young enough, motivated, but very experienced at the same time. So many good conditions were combined in one team at that very lucky time for Zinedine Zidane. But I don't see anything of that team at the end of the previous season and the beginning of this season. Look at the statistics of Real Madrid. They just they are far from ideal game. They have conceded many goals. So this is why Zinedine got so many bad feedbacks online and internet, and we see that many people and many experts are not satisfied with the game of Real Madrid. So I do not really think that Zinedine Zidane had a big role in that 3 consecutive wins of Real Madrid in Champions League. I think that the main reason were those players and that combination of age and experience and very good understanding of those players. That was a key moment. And Zinedine didn't show very good results in La Liga at that moment. And he doesn't show any impressive results at the end of the previous season and at the beginning of this season. So probably Madrid will want to find another coach, but that is a bit difficult to imagine Jurgen Klopp in Real Madrid. For me, that is really difficult to imagine, just with his style of behavior, those crazy games, very risky gambling games sometimes, and those not very stable tactics and strategies. Madrid associated in my imagination with capital club with very formal behavior, coaches such as Ancelotti, Mourinho, Zidane, with strategy oriented only on results and very pragmatic. I doubt that Jurgen Klopp is that kind of specialist. He's ideal for such team with character as Liverpool, with a bit unpredictable style, which is a bit more free due to less expectations from the world and fans, you know. It looks like successful season in Real Madrid is only when they got all trophies possible. Their fans in the world so many wins in Champions League that it became very obvious for many of them. And seems like for owners and the management of the club as well. It is normal situation that strong football club as Real Madrid set the highest goals each season, but it is really difficult to contribute something new to such club, to become a really valuable person there. So I doubt that Jurgen Klopp will go to Real Madrid. Maybe you have your own opinion about that. Let's think about football together. It is so unpredictable and very beautiful game with many charismatic people. Subscribe to my channel if you want. Take care and see you next time.